Washington, D.C. at the White House in solidarity with Venezuela. When we were in Caracas, we went to Bolivar Square, where people were gathered by the hundreds and thousands to sign an open letter for peace, denounce the U.S. intervention. And everyone was deeply appreciative of the support coming from people in the United States. The other thing that is immediately obvious when you arrive in Venezuela is that this so-called crisis is completely made up, it's completely manufactured by the United States, by the U.S. corporate media and their allies. We went to stores, we went to restaurants, we talked to people. There are things on the shelves. There are shortages, that's true. But that's not something that's coming from Venezuela. That is a result of the economic warfare that's being carried out by the United States and its allies in the form of criminal economic sanctions. These economic sanctions have cost Venezuela $350 billion between 2013 and 2017 alone. The takeover of Citgo, the oil refinery that's owned by Venezuela, operating in the United States, will cost Venezuela some $7 billion. This is money that is extremely important for Venezuela. This is how the government funds the many social programs that assist poor and working people in Venezuela. And so this incident that happened at the border was the highest form of political theater. This incident, this attempt to deliver so-called aid that's coming by the very people who are carrying out the economic warfare against Venezuela, the people who steal your bread and then give you crumbs. It's an act of cynicism, and it's happening with the intent of creating a conflict, with creating an incident where none existed before, to justify U.S. intervention. So we must stand in opposition to this. We must stand with the Venezuelan people. The Venezuelan people are perfectly capable of deciding their own future without U.S. intervention. The people of Venezuela want peace. They want peace, but not at the expense of their sovereignty, not at the expense of their freedom, not at the expense of the right to decide their own future. So we are here today standing in solidarity with the people of Venezuela. People will gather in Washington, D.C. next weekend, Saturday, March 16th, with people around the world who will be united saying, no coup, no sanctions, no war, U.S. hands off Venezuela. Thank you.
¡Chávez vive! ¡La lucha sigue! 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 Compañeros, familia, todos ustedes, muchas gracias por estar aquí. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. We are going to get ready. We have a few more speakers and we want you to stick around, but we want you to also know we're going to be marching over to Powell Street, letting people know. So get your cameras out, make sure you're tweeting us, because a lot of this battle, unfortunately, is being done on social media. A lot of this is being done through the propaganda of CNN. It's not even like a one-sided or two-sided situation. It's pure propaganda, manipulation that's going on online, and it's disgusting. So what you want to do is make sure that people know that this is what's going on. I am a teacher at Buena Vista Horace Mann in the Mission. Our school... Thank you, it's okay. We all have hard jobs, that one's a hard job too. Alright, so but what I want to tell you is that our school, for example, had to really work hard to get a shelter to provide housing for homeless children. There are thousands of homeless children in San Francisco. Every day, and thanks to the support of all of you, I see a lot of familiar faces that you're working here in City Hall, getting supervisors to support a shelter program, right?
Yeah.
This is a program spent maybe $500,000. That's the amount that they put a price tag. And then because supposedly we don't have enough clients, the city and the mayor's office suddenly doesn't want to fund these basic needs. And I tell you that because this happens over and over in this country. They have money for war. They have money for supposed humanitarian aid, right? That it's really meant to strangle a country, it's really meant to invade a country. They talk about all this humanitarianism when we know they can't even fund and help our people here. I'm not even talking about Venezuelans. I'm not talking about folks over there. They've got their struggle and they're fighting. When you finally get a house to live in, you're going to fight as hell for that government that gave you a home, that gave you a future. You would fight for that too. We're fighting for that here. If we're trying to fight basic shelter, we're not even talking about housing. We're talking about a gymnasium where families can at least have stable housing. In this country, the richest country in the world that has invaded the rest of the world, in the fifth largest state in the richest country, where we have 13 billionaires. And there's all this propaganda about millionaires coming up because now they're public funded, blah, 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 blah. That's capitalism. That's how close capitalism is. So let's not try and lie to our own families about what we want to do. Socialism is helpful. When all this is being helpful to people, it's damn right that Twitter's going to get hit. It's not right that Facebook is going to get hit. It's not right that Pepsi's making tons of money out of tax refunds. You know who's not going to be mad? We are. Right? So, I'll let you know that. We're going to wrap up our speakers. I want to make sure this rally was organized by the Action Coalition. A lot of support from all the speakers had. We've put costs in trying to get people like Silvio, for those of you who know Gloria La Riva is now in Venezuela. She's making her way back. And so what we want to ask is that if you can give any money, any donation to the Answer Coalition for the work that we've been doing. It's always difficult holding it up. As I said, I'm a teacher, have my own job. But we all dedicate ourselves to this organization for the fact that it's important to hold up the banner of anti-imperialism. We're happy that it's mobilizing. We're happy that the message of anti-imperialism is now actually going into the halls of power in Congress. But that is a movement that has always been owned by the people in the street, thanks to you all, thanks to your support. So as we wrap the stickers and we're getting ready to march, we want to make sure if you can go around, any donation that you can make would be greatly appreciated.